Right, in this video, we're going to go ahead and walk through this problem here. So this problem, let me see, is called the lock guide. So we're going to go ahead um, start with this problem here. So the extrusion here, the height is 18 and the unit is millimeter. Okay, so take a look at some of the dimension here. This is the radius of 10, this is a radius of 20. Here's how the dimensions look for this problem. We have a little things here in the middle, and all right, let's take this to our drawing. And then first I'm going to go to sketch. I will start out with constructing a rectangle from my XZ plane. So here I'm going to go ahead and construct that rectangle, and then I'm going to click on the home button. Here will help me dimension this to 70. Double click on the roller. I'm going to click on my top again. So home, then click on top one more time. That would change the view a little bit. So that means I'm going to go ahead and change this here. The dimension of this side will be 70. Okay. So if I click on the top view, that will be the top. And I try to match that with this right here. When I click the house, you can see how they're rotating. They keep rotating the wrong way every time that I want to do something. But however, that is how the problem look. And I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing here. I'm going to click the house button again. I'm going to do this just to match the problem over there. So this is 70. Okay. So now that I have that, I'm going to go to the top, and then we're going to go from there. Okay. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go ahead and use my little line here, and I'm going to go ahead and construct this little section in. Okay. So I'm going to go right here somewhere. I'm going to go draw in. I'm going to connect it out down right there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and trim this out. I do know the dimension from here to here is 30. All right, I'll hit escape here to get out. I'm going to drag this 70 up here. All right, so as you can see now, if I click on the house, that's how the shape look kind of like, right? All right, I'm going to go from the top view again. Here I'm going to go to my circle here, and I will find the center. Just snap into that point, hit escape, and then I'm going to trim that as well. And then I'll go to the next one. I'll take this one. I'm going to go ahead, and before I do the dimension, I'm going to go right click, and then I'll do the dimension types. Hit escape, try to do that again. I'm going to just draw a circle first, then I'll do dimension, and then I'll dimension one more time, click it out, then I'll right click it. I'm going to go to dimension type. I'm going to change it to radius, and I know that this radius is going to be 10. All right. Now next, what I'm going to do is I'm also going to confirm that this is 20 in radius based on the information I receive. All right, so when that is done, what I'm going to do is I'm going right here. I'm going to go ahead and draw me a rectangle. Okay. And then I will go ahead and I'll trim out the information that's right here. Don't need that. I'm going to go ahead and do some dimension. I know the distance from here to here is 40. And I know that this dimension going to be 80. Okay. Also the dimension from here to that first edge there, that will be 40. And of course, this dimension itself is 20. And I believe that is all the dimension that we need for this problem. When oh, I got 40, 30, and 50 here. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure that this is, let me confirm that real quick, 40, 30. So this going to be 40. The distance from this one to that one, that is 30. And my distance here is 50. All right, all done. When that is done, I can go on to 3D model. I'm going to extrude it. Again, double click on my roller, and then I'll select my profile, which is that right there. I'm going to go up 18 unit, and then voila, that is my drawing. As you can see, that's how it looks. All right, let me confirm one measurement here. That is, this one's supposed to be 70. So I'm going to go back to my part, right click on sketch visibility. I want to make sure that I got everything correct there. So it seemed correct to me, dimension and everything. And then I'm going to go ahead and make sure that my units, so this is what it's supposed to be. I'm going to go to file and I'm going to go to I property. So you can see here, I'm going to physical update, and I'm going to have the mass of 96 gram. I'm going to go ahead and go to part 2 here, which we just did. All right, I'm going to go to file, I properties, physical, and I'm going to update it. You see that I got 96,21383, and then you should be having the same information if you're doing it correctly. So again, I properties, physical, and you should have that too. All right, so that is how you do this problem. Enjoy.